Santa's outburst fell on deaf ears. No one seemed to agree with him. They all stared back at him, their eyes blank and their faces turned. Just yawned while I was saying that. Finally, Lotus spoke. No, I refuse. Fuck you and everything you stand for. You're creepy. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna end up like him, blown to smithereens. I mean, seriously, that's gross. Him? Oh, you mean the knife man? The guy who called himself, I don't know, what was it, Moshuige? Yeah, Moshuige. Who comes up with a stupid name like that? The other guy who named himself Santa. Of course. Also, you're the guy who named himself Santa. Ah, shut up. Who else? In his mind's eye, Junpei saw the corpse again. Oh god, don't show it again, Junpei. Dark reddish blackish pool of blood, the scattered pieces of flesh. And shows it again! Oh, look, I swear to god. Organs strewn across the floor like a blossoming of a grotesque flower. The explosion that had torn through his body had been powerful. The knife man's neck had been twisted at an odd angle. Junpei suspected the nation had thrown him against the wall. Half of his face was crushed, the other half covered in blood. Ew! Most of his abdomen had been emptied, either by the explosion or by gravity. Landing on his back, and stalk white ribs jutted out of his chest like the legs of some quarter macabre crab. Ew! God freaking dang it. I shouldn't have started playing this game after I ate. Junpei felt something flip in his stomach. I think he just screwed up. Eyebrows went up, and Santa continued. He probably set off some sort of trap, and that killed him. I'm not gonna screw up like that. I'm not. Because I'm Santa. I've got magic. I'm getting out of here alive. For everything. For the sake of someone I love. Oh, it was Snake. Hey there. Oh god, I actually used the Santa voice that. Ah, man. Whatever. Snake! We're stopping at Santa, not find particularly humorous. What's so funny? My apologies. You were just so very confident. Yeah, that's the word. Confident. I couldn't help myself. Duh. I think you've mistaken the situation, huh? The knife man's death. It had nothing to do with the trap, or at least not some trap you imagine it did. Then, he broke one of Zero's rules. That is why he died. It's simple. He got blown to bits because he was a rule breaker. Yeah, Zero and Monokuma could go over tea by how much they like rules. Who is Monokuma? See, honestly, Panther, I don't have the English translation for it. Darn it. Yeah, why don't you go and play that instead of Persona 3? Like I said, English translation, no. Snake, now get back to your thing. Fine, that's why it died. Quite simple if you think about it. Look at that pose. You still don't. Alright. How about you take a moment and think back to what Zero said? Specifically, what do you say about the number of people? Seriously. He said only 3 to 5 people can pass through one numbered door. Right? After that, you've forgotten the relevant part. What did Zero say? Santa furrowed his brow in thought. Junpei thought back. Zero said. Oh, thank God it's just a simple choice. It's that everyone who verified had to go. Stupid X being A. Alt. Here's my Zero question. All those who Enter sleep and all those enter must contribute. Right? I think it was something like that. Whatever it was, it means that groups of less than 3, more than 5 can't go through. That is correct. Good job, Junpei. Good job. I cannot wait to go home and play some Danganronpa. I freaking love that series. Yeah, I'm gonna make Snake reference that series. Gold star for you, Junpei. Gold star. Snake inclined his head towards Junpei. The ninth man, however, broke that rule. He tried to pass through a numbered door by himself. That was why he was executed. Duh. Seriously? Seriously? You just had to mention execution. And Zero's watching us from somewhere. Making sure we don't break any rules. Oh, I'm not sure of that. Why not? Because this execution system is entirely automatic. You didn't notice? There's no need for him to monitor us. What you mean? Snake looked at Seven with what could only be described as pity inside. Very well. I see it must be me who tells you. I've waited long enough, I suppose. I'd hoped Zero might spare me the trouble, but it seems increasingly unlikely. He couldn't see them, of course, but Snake sensed the confusing eyes upon him. When Ace spoke, he gave words to everyone else's thoughts. Do you know something? I wanna stop at 322. No, not 3, 222. Do you know something? Well, I know a great many things, but yes. What is it you know? Yeah. Snake removed a card from his pocket, gave his jacket. With a flourish, he presented it to Ace, who took a close look at it and spoke. Take this! This. You play as Attorney, don't you? Yep. I prefer Edgeworth. Well, actually, no. I play the Edgeworth games. Really? Shut up, Ace. Come on now. What's the point of giving me this? Gimme. I know he says gimme that, but it sounded cool if I just made him say gimme. Say, snatched the card from Ace, but his expression to dust quickly turned to one of confusion. Ah! The hell is this? Seven tugged at Snake's hands. I see. The card went from Seven to Lotus, and then Lotus to June, and finally to Junpei. Jeez! Hey, is this like a darn game of pass around and random piece of evidence number 5? Junpei looked at and understood. Oh, this is Braille. Braille, the written language of the blind. The card was covered with small enclosed bumps. Junpei could recognize it, but he certainly couldn't read it. Sorry guys, can't read this, but I know someone. And translate this for us. A snake! Stop calling me that. It's just Snake. Don't ever don't make it more. Junpei handed the card back to Snake, who nodded him with a small smirk. Okay, that was fun. What's so important about this card? Pretense. I found it in my pocket. I can only assume it's a message from Zero. From Zero? A message? What did it say? What did it say? I cannot do female voices. And I've only got 2 minutes before I decide to end this episode off, so that I don't take too long. Suddenly, everyone crowded around Snake. desperate to hear what the message said, and to look as though you were about to grab hold of Snake and shake the answers from him. Snake raised his hand. Calm down now. No need to panic. You don't need to force me. I'll read it. Jubei swallowed hard and waited for him to start. He was not the only one. Presently, Snake began to read, his voice calm, his fingers gliding over the tiny bumps as he spoke. Zero voice activated. Bracelet number 2. Since you are not blessed with the sight, I shall bless you and only you with information. I shall tell you of the function of the red, and of the dead, and of the bracelet. And my charger stopped. The red is recognition device. It will verify your number. Beside every number door, you'll find a red. The dead is the deactivation device. It does exactly what it says. Once red pass through the number door, you must use a dead to stop the detonator in your bracelet. But perhaps you're wondering, what does this detonate? I'm afraid this must be something of a surprise. I have placed a small bomb inside of you, and the people whom you are about to meet. You swallowed it while you were unconscious. I have no doubt that by the time you read this note, the bomb will have passed through your stomach and found its way to your small intestine. Otherwise, you'll be unable to regurgitate it. I suggest you do not try. Someone's gonna try! As I mentioned before, the bracelet on your left hand contains a detonator. Think of it as a remote fuse or a timer for the bomb in your body. And that's where I'm gonna end off. Well, guys, it's time to end off this episode doing the. There is only one condition which could cause it to detonate. And start. Come on, save. I'm trying to get it saved. Can't. Where's within not saving? Fine then. Do it the emulator way. Use a save state. Note that I'm only using a save state for purposes of saving the actual game because I can't. Anyway, guys, like if you enjoyed, subscribe now, become a Panther or Pantherette. Head share this video because that's the right thing to do on all the social medias, Facebook, Twitter, whatever one you use. And don't forget to favorite this so you can show all your friends. This is Panther signing out. Peace out. Goodbye.